All right, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So what's going on? The Eight of Fire, speed, activity, multitasking. Speed, activity, multitasking. Okay, so for the week ahead, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, busy schedule. This is also the Eight of Wands in tarot. Okay, so the Eight of Wands can also be personality clashes. Maybe a lot of things on your to-do list, a lot of things on the schedule, very busy. This could be that squeaky wheel who gets the grease, right? Sometimes we got different personalities in our lives and they come together and they don't get along very well. Sometimes they clash. Sometimes we have a group of folks, for instance, at work or at home, and just one person is always causing that issue. Like, what is your problem, squeaky wheel? I need to get you in line with the program, right? So that we can continue to move forward at the same pace and along with the group. Okay, this is frustrating, earth signs. Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine says bingo, and I feel that in my heart because I'm an earth sign, Lorraine. Thank you. And I tell you, this may not be the same squeaky wheel, guys. Sometimes we just find the universe is just throwing things at us left and right. Like, here's another wrench. Here goes another problem. Here's an issue. Another wrench in your program. You know, like, what in the heck? I thought, okay, now we found resolution here, and now there's this problem. I feel this here for the earth signs, and I am apologizing. I don't want to say this. I'm an earth sign too, man. But the Eight of Fire, this could be that. Like, I'm super busy, and there's more stuff coming at me from left field. Okay. Additional factors here. King of Wands. Now, the court cards can always be people in our lives. So this king could be a very masculine man in your life, somebody with a fiery dominant energy, someone who's very passionate, someone who's a real big actionable person, big personality, big boisterous presence or whatnot. However, it doesn't have to be. This could be you, earth sign, really putting that pedal to the metal, putting those boots on the pavement, you know what I mean? And taking everything into your hands and running with this momentum that you have accrued this week is what I see here. Look at the fire. He is just a going. He's drumming so much that there's flames. Okay. So I see earth signs that there is the potential for big expansion, especially like look at all the wands with wings. Those are going up and away from the earth. Like, holy smokes, big expansion this week. I feel the earth signs to be on fire at this time in some areas. So allow yourself to ride that wave wherever that is in your life, earth sign, because in those other areas that are more challenging, okay, we're talking about this, you will need that. Okay. You will need that fiery success, these heights that you are achieving, the way that you feel confident or successful in this or that area, or very connected to your loved ones, your mom, whatever, who knows. Hold those beautiful, precious things if you encounter any kind of strife this week, because it does have the ability to knock you down a peg, back 2 steps, wrap you up in some nonsense, and pull you off this beautiful track of momentum that you are really carving out for yourself. Okay, so being mindful of your energy and where you're allowing yourself to be pulled, and what direction you're going in, and whose choice it is. Okay, because sometimes things are thrown at us from left field, and it is a choice. You don't always have to say yes. You don't always have to be there. You don't have to be that one that saves that person or bails them out or whatever, fixes all the world's problems. Ursa, I need to say, it's always an offer. But if you can't do it, if it doesn't feel right to you, if it's literally to your own detriment and it would put you out, then Spirit is saying now's the time to learn to say no, even when it feels bad, even when you really wish you could, but you just can't. Then don't say no. It's time to weed those kinds of things out so that your momentum can continue in the areas where it is growing and thriving. Okay, but those other things some of them can pull you off track. Now, other times you may feel a yearning to engage, or a necessity to engage with whatever that may be that is pulling you away. Okay, earth sign, follow me here. And in that case, it's case by case basis, man. If you need to, and you feel like that is the right thing to do, then handle that stuff and know that you have not missed a darn thing, that everything else will be there when you come back to pick that up, and Spirit supports you. Every part of your spiritual journey, every part of your life is a part of your spiritual journey. Okay, look, God, Spirit, Source, Creator, angels, they're not only looking when you're at church. Okay, earth sign, I need to say this. When you're on this kind of a fiery path and you've got a momentum and you're like on it, and then like something pulls you off track, the school calls, your kid's in trouble, or someone lost their job and you've got to go pick them up and give them a ride, whatever this is. Oh my gosh, I don't want to have to deal with this. What is this nonsense, right? What is this nonsense? I'm busy. I'm working on things that I need to get done and now I'm pulled off track. Son of a gun, right? When you enter that phase and you're heading that way, you're still on this fiery path. Okay, it's about recognizing that you just are needed away from this energy for a moment. But this matters, because if you go step into this energy like F the world, I hate everything, I can't believe that I'm having to show up and handle this again, blah blah blah, then when you come back, this is not going to be like this where you left it, because you're going to be different. Your vibration is going to suffer. When you come back, you're going to have to build back up to this. Okay, so step into this with the same tenacity. Okay, let's handle this. It's for the greatest and highest good of whatever it is for me to handle this and take care of it, and I will do so. And once that's finished, I will proceed. Earth sign, those highs and lows are weighing on you, and you have the ability to avoid some of that. Now, what can help? The card is number 5, mature man. I bet that could help. Number 5 is the number of change. Okay, we have the King of Wands here, who could be a court card for the earth signs. Okay, a masculine energy. This is also a masculine energy. But this man is grown. He's mature. He's sitting in his study because he has all his bills figured out. In fact, he's thinking of traveling the world. He's not on edge of his seat. He's very relaxed and taken care of and comfortable. Okay, so Spirit is calling you to, recognize where you may have this kind of a resource, either in your outer environment or within yourself, to relax, to handle business, to approach things calmly with maturity. Okay, even change. The only thing that's constant in this life is change. And emotions also change. So not holding on to those so much either, earth signs, because that prevents the flow. So when we get angry that we're pulled off track or something has happened, right? And then we get all wrapped up in that anger, it becomes a big thing that has to then dissipate, right? And we have to get settled back into our regular state of being. And then we might want to get back on track with our other things that we enjoy or whatever we're working towards, right? But Spirit is saying when that anger kind of comes and you don't allow yourself to get all wrapped up into it, you just go, oh, hey, there's some anger. All right. But, let it pass, as emotions and feelings always do. That's maturity. And then you're able to jump back to your regular life much more quickly. Okay, that's what I want to say to the earth signs here. Spirit wants me to say this. This is also a call to maybe ask for assistance outside of yourself, to an elder. Okay, there are elders or people that you perceive as elders in your life who you would look up to for wisdom or guidance or assistance or even a shoulder. Maybe this person or people have a larger worldly knowledge than you do. Maybe, hey, years are history, and you never know what other people have experienced. And so I do see here the call for earth signs to reach up, not necessarily peer level or downward. Sometimes what you need, what you seek is upward, whether this is family, friend, local library, reading books, this kind of thing that can take your whatever you have to the next level. This is really mature guidance, wisdom, videos, learning from a teacher or other source like this in order to influence what you have going on, the momentum that you have going on. Some of us, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, some of us just need to be that mature, responsible man or adult in our life. Masculine energy. I'm not saying like man, like dude, okay, like gender. I'm saying we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Technically, the feminine energy is the receptive, the sweet, the kind, the loving, the nurturing, the giving, right? The masculine is the action-oriented energy, the doing energy, the making things happen, and the outward capacity energy. So I see with this reading for the earth signs that like life's moving. Are you moving with it, or are you moving against the current? I feel like a lot of things are happening. And if you can jump into step and be that responsible, dedicated, disciplined adult in your life, you can really go great places. And that is what it is right now, because sometimes life is hard and I don't want to show up every fucking time. Sometimes life is hard and I don't want to be dedicated. I don't want to have to be consistent. I don't want to have to put the whole, put my all in every time and wait to see that result whenever it pans out down the line. But that is the lesson. That is the challenge. And that is the fucking right answer, is hang in there, earth signs. You can do this. Be steadfast. Be responsible for your life, for your actions, your efforts. Be accountable, and watch how things unfold for you in a great way. Watch how success is yours when you own your life. Taurus, worth the wait. You may be waiting for something specific or hoping to hear good news. Even if unexpected, this gift is a blessing in your life. Something meaningful and worth the wait. Be ready to receive and make space for this in your day, your home, and your life. Expect miracles. Be hopeful, optimistic, and grateful. This encourages an energy pattern of excitement and worthiness to compound upon this lovely package. Don't throw your hands in the air with frustration or change plans now. It's always darkest before dawn. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Embrace this gift with both hands. And I do want to say, that 8 of fire can also be arrows of love. Okay, really pushing and driving the King of Wands, the mature man, into fiery action. Okay, so it's important that you recognize your intentions. Why am I walking this path? Why is this important to me? Double down on those efforts and see your manifestation unfold quickly, more quickly, Taurus. Virgo, you've got poking holes. Within each person, there is a reservoir of love, personal value, and self-confidence. This bucket represents how we feel about our lives and about ourselves. When the bucket is full, life seems easy. When the bucket runs low, life may seem impossible. Poking holes in the bucket causes a great amount of damage, as the level cannot rise above the lowest wound. Others may poke holes in our buckets by poking fun at us, pointing out our flaws, or not supporting our individuality. We may poke holes in the buckets of others by not taking their concerns seriously, or by shaming their faults. These reactions can cause the self to temporarily diminish. So Virgo, what I see here is a need to recognize where those holes may be being poked and by who. Okay, I do feel that some Virgos are running full force with this fiery momentum, and maybe those holes are there and you're disregarding them and you're just keeping step and running anyway, right? You know what? I'll deal with those holes later. I'll deal with those wounds later. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm running forward anyway. I need to get stuff done. Hey, good for you. However, eventually that stuff will catch up to you. And it will, if you're able to address things now, it's not going to stumble your momentum. In fact, Spirit wants me to say that as you are manifesting your future, this energy is tinging your manifestation. Okay, whatever you desire to step into, this energy is a part of that until you close these kind of chapters, until you disconnect and close these doors, or enforce healthy boundaries around this. Like, for instance, someone who pokes fun. Oh, how stupid is that? You read tarot cards? That's crazy. You must be a lunatic. You must be psycho. Okay, listen up, buddy. I take this seriously. And if you don't, it's not okay to speak with me like that. If you can't handle not speaking to me in a disrespectful way, then maybe we don't need to be in connection. Those are healthy boundaries. I don't have to tolerate the way you speak to me. And yes, it's challenging, because when the bucket runs really low and those holes have been poked, you don't really feel good enough about yourself to even say, hey, stop. Hey, I don't like that. Hey, this isn't okay. So recognize these this week, Virgo. And I also see here, I don't want to say this, but I need to say this. I'm a Virgo, okay? But I do see here that there is the potential to accidentally poke holes in others' buckets by not having the time to take their concerns seriously. Okay, so Virgo, I know you've got a lot of stuff going on and you're running full force and there's this, that, the other thing, and you're all these, but you do have to stop and pause and be mature and address other people in your life, especially if they're reaching out to you, okay? Because it may not seem like quite a big deal to you, but in their lives it is. And that's why they're reaching to you. So make sure you're not accidentally dismissive. That's what I feel this week for Virgo, because you don't like it when people are dismissive of you, and you would never do this intentionally. However, it could potentially come off this way by accident. So please be aware so that you don't incur any more guilt, regret, that kind of thing. Okay, because look, you can't afford it. Pour into yourself. Now is the time to pour into yourself. This can all cause the self to temporarily diminish. Keep it temporary. It's only temporary. Those wounds heal. Even if you don't find resolution around them, eventually you feel strong enough to hold all of this energy within yourself again. Okay, resilient Virgo. Recognizing where those wounds are coming from and how to remedy them. Sometimes healthy boundaries are what is needed. Sometimes space and distance are what is needed. Sometimes total disconnection is what is needed. Sometimes simply awareness. People don't know. I've shared before that, my mom likes to tell me, okay, sometimes, oh, I'll go see my mom or whatever. And she'll be like, wow, you look like crap today. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. Okay, maybe I look tired. Maybe I'm not quite put together, whatever this could be. But for her, hey, you look like crap. Are you all right? That can be one of those ways that people unintentionally poke holes in our bucket. And they don't even know that it pokes a hole. So in order to just say like, hey, whoa, when you say that, it kind of makes me feel bad. Okay. Does it? I'm sorry. I won't, whatever. Sometimes it's a simple awareness thing. It's been the way that we talk to each other for so long that I don't even realize that it's offensive. But if it bothers you, it's your job to speak up and say something so that the patterns can be smoothed out, so other people are aware, so they aren't unintentionally offending you without even knowing it. And what was okay yesterday is okay if it's not okay today, guys. It's okay to change at any moment, at any time. It's not like it changed. It's like I finally said something. Hello. Spirit wants me to say that hurt people. But that's not an excuse. It doesn't make it okay. But it is kind of an explanation. Okay, Capricorn, you've got breaking chains. There are many chains and other forms of bondage that can hold us back in life. These are chains that get heavier over time. They begin to limit our perceived possibilities and weigh us down with burden. Every person has chains to overcome all their own, unique to each soul's life path and blueprint. You have recognized these patterns and have been actively breaking chains in your life. Spirit commends you. Keep up the good work, Capricorn. And remember, it's a choice every time. Continue being your best self and keep doing the next right thing. I feel like Capricorn is really stepping into some kind of level of stability or success. And it may be like, oh my gosh, can I handle this? Can I handle this? Can I keep step with this? Can I really, I don't know. I feel this little bit of hesitation, like I've stepped into something quite big and I'm not sure if I'm big enough to handle this. But I do want to tell you that is absolutely, yes, it's expansion. And you're mature, you're wise, you're knowledgeable, and what you don't know, you'll learn. So keep making the best right choices for yourself. And the reason you're stepping into this thing that you're not sure about, that you're not sure if you can handle because it feels a little bigger than you, is because it's a blessing for all of these cuts that you've made, for these hard changes that you have implemented to better your life, to better yourself. Spirit sees this and wants you to have better. So step into that role and know that you will fill it. Okay, whatever that is in your life, you're going to reach that goal. You're going to get there. You're going to feel like you know what's going on and you don't have to race so hard to keep up. Okay, Capricorn, just for now, ride it out. Spirit also wants me to say to write down some intentions, Capricorn, goals that you may have for yourself. Like what goals do you have for yourself in 5 years? Within 5 years, I want to achieve these 5 goals, right? Within 10 years, these 10 goals, whatever. Spirit wants you to really write some things down because that will help hone in, the intention, the manifestation, where you're placing your time, effort, and energy. And you will see those realized faster than the date that you set it at. So you say, 5 years, you'll have it in 2. That is what Spirit has for you, Capricorn. Thank you. And thank you for sitting with me. And I hope that guidance resonates. I hope that it helps all of us as we move forward into this week.